G'day viewers, Ivan here from Peak Offroad Equipment, Wetherill Park, Sydney, Australia, and welcome back to the showroom stroke workshop as we've downsized a little bit, which is a good thing in life. Today we've got a wonderful thing to show you, which is the LT-50 tent by Alu-Cab. Now this, I believe, is the lightest or one of the lightest tents. Now, we're going to throw some specifications and go through the tent and open and close it and all the little bits and pieces that you can add, which will be really interesting. For those who have a Jimny, a Prado, all those light payload roofs, this may be the tent for you. So this tent is not new, but it's coming more and more into the fore now with the load ratings on some of the roofs. Now this tent here is 2100 by 12, and I'm not sure of the spec and the height, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a very lightweight tent. Now for one person, it's great. For two humans my size, it's a bit small. Fitting bedding in is optional. You'll see in a second on the 79 series behind us how low this is. So you think with a 60mm mattress, it's not a lot of bedding. So you may have doona in there or your sleeping bag, and then the pillows go in the car. So let's not muck around. We're going to go through the fitting. So let's go have a look at that. All right, say hello to Dave. Dave's here on a Sunday. And the first thing we're going to do is, I'm not going to leave this up because we've got lighting issues, but this is a lightweight rain cover. It can stay on the truck, on the tent, sorry. It goes on like this. It's got spring poles, two of these suckers, they go down here and they hold this tent up, right? Pretty straightforward. Now that is an option on the Adventurer. Now there's two versions of this tent. There's the Weekender and the Adventurer. My suggestion to you guys is to buy the Weekender, which is really affordable. These tents are made in South Africa, so they're a little bit more pricey, but they're very affordable. Now that can stay, that rainfly can stay, or you can have it removed. Either way, it doesn't really take up any room. The overall height and length of it, when it's open, look, it's a small tent. I would classify this really as a one-person tent. It's only 1200 wide, where the normal tents are 1400, so add another 200. Makes an incredible amount of difference. Also inside the tent, you get, with your tent, all tents come with this little pocket. You can buy more of these. There's got a little strap on the inside of the tent, which we'll show you in a second, that you can strap that in. Now, I'm just going to bring this tent down. It's pretty straightforward. And I'll show you the height. We're trying to do this all on a dodgy stand. And can we do this? Can we do this? Yes, we can. Okay. This is dodgy like this because we don't have a lot of room. We've got the car behind us. So how to mount this? So what happens is, let me just grab this, Dave. I forgot to grab this. You're given 4 of these. You can buy more. We'll always have these in stock. Now, this is your standard roof rack scenario, and you can always mount this, if you don't want that, this way here. Makes no difference at all. So instead of having this outwards, it'll be inwards. Pretty straightforward. The bolts slide in. We've used these eyelets here so that we can lift the tent up and down. Dave's going to put in the weight of the tent now, which is hanging on a scale up in the air. We zeroed the scale and it is 51 kilos with the mattress. Alu-Cab has figures of 46 with no mattress, but who's not going to have a mattress in there? So it's 51, which is fantastic. Also on top of this, you have an option of a molly plate. Now there's a load rating of 30 kilos. 30 kilos. Now this just bolts straight onto this top rail and you can add some more weights on top of that. Again, pretty self-explanatory. There's a 30 kilo load rating on this if you put this on top, so 30 plus this weighs probably 2 or 3 kilos. It's not very heavy at all. Right, so now we'll go to the other side here and show the other mounting option. Dave, if you get down here with an old bloke like me. So basically you can run your bolts internally like this, run them in, and then you can sandwich this. Now this is a very dodgy sort of way to mount your tent. You're better off, if you're going to have load bars like this, you mount it with the load bars, like on the other side. It's very easy to do. If you're going to take it on and off, your load bars will stay, and then you can just turn the channel nuts and lift it off. Now also what comes with these you can do is also get a stand to put your tent on the wall. So there's some bracketry, and let me just get rid of this, open this up. Right, tent stay, don't go anywhere. This is as dodgy as you're going to get. Right, okay, we'll go have a look inside. And sorry, I was continuing on with the wall mounting. So Dave will show the photo of the wall mount, and there's some brackets you can mount this tent on the wall. It is really easy to lift, whatnot. So this has Velcros, very simple. And you slide those Velcros in behind these, and you've got pockets. So you get one with each tent. Like I said before, the mattress is 60 mil. It is twin-sided canvas. So you have two canvases, as you can see. My hand goes inside. Now also they've got this new insulation on the top here. Most tents are really not that well insulated. Alu-Cab does a really good job of insulating their tents. It doesn't have a hole for the diesel heater, but that's fine. Also, you have the midgie mesh, and then you can black out the screen as well. So you've got some privacy as well. The same goes with the front of the door opening. Okay, let's close this up for a second and we'll go again. Right, we've closed the tent up, trying to make things, not make this video too long. So in the wall mounting kit, this is why we closed it up, you get two of these. Now you mount this to the wall, and you can also close them up so they're not sticking out when you've got the tent. Tent sits like this on the wall, so imagine, there'll be photos here of that, how it's mounted on the wall. And then you have, up the top, you have one of these. Now there's three rails. There's three rails, and it goes onto this rail, so it locates, and then you have two eyelets supplied with a ratchet strap. So the ratchet strap would go across the middle, somewhere up here, or the top third, and that's done. So this is something for those people who are living in units and want to go away for the weekend, and you can easily, with two people, throw this on. Really, guys, this is super light. This is like 2 jerry cans. That's how heavy this is. Also, with this, and I'll just grab the bag. Now they have an extension here. So Dave, you can see this now here. So you can put your ladder on here. If I can do this while under the pump of the, what do you call it? Go in the hole. There it is. There it is. And then you flick this across. And then we can mount the ladder to that. So I'll grab the ladder. So the ladder, you get an option of a 2 metre ladder. So on 187 or 5 or whatever. And it's a wide rung ladder. So this comes off. Pull this one off and make life easier for us. And one more. Well, let's do it. And this gives you that little bit further away. Okay. That gives you that little bit further away if you've got a spare tyre or something in the way. Again, for someone like the Jimneys, the Prados, those low load rating cars, this may be the difference you need to get over the ladder and still be able to close over the spare wheel and be able to close the back door and still use it. So this is an extra as well. Now, my suggestion to you guys, I'm going to just open this tin up and we'll finish up. I'll leave that as it is. This is a very, very good option. Twin canvas, insulated, 51 kilo tent. Easily mounted, comes with 4 mounts, or the stupid crush mounts, which I really never like. There's too many ways that can loosen off and all sorts. You just get grief with that. As well as be able to mount this in your garage on a wall. You don't have to think about it, you just have to drill and mount. So that is a great option. With the added molly plate on top, it's pretty good. Now, Dave will slip in really quickly a photo of me laying in it head first. You won't be sleeping this way head first. Like I said, I'm 6'3", you sleep the other way with your head on this end. Normally on tents, when we come into the showroom here, we make people go head first if they're not claustrophobic, if they can handle that, because sometimes you need to sleep head first. So in this occasion, you can only really sleep head back. So right here, so just keep wary of that, okay? I don't really have any more to say, except for it's excellent one-person tent. I think it's way better than a swag and much easier to do. Dave has actually put it on his 79 series because he's very conscious of the height and weight. And the height of the tent, which I can't remember, it'll be in the spec sheets as we go. He'll probably even write it down here. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoy that video. We'll see you out there. Hoorah, guys. Did I muck that all up? I was all over it. I haven't had enough coffee, bro. I haven't had enough coffee. Look how I got that out. Look how I got that out. And I couldn't get it in there. It's a Sunday.